Hello. Hello, even. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, even. Hold on, is it a little too loud? It might be a little loud. Hello. Long time no Limbus outfit. I think it's been like a month since I used this model, actually. Thank you for the 5 gifted earlier from Laffy Nightic, and thank you for the 1 gifted Shinex. Xiaomei Moses! we will get to see Moses, don't worry. We'll get to see Moses very soon. Well, okay, maybe not see, because it's a book. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Hello, how's everybody doing on this fine evening? Osaka? There's an Osaka Olympus event? Is it the what do you call it? The showcase? Like the exhibition? I went to the exhibition in Tokyo, so. Oh, Maneki Neko! The karaoke one, right? Loki, I did not have time to go to that one. I don't know if it's still around. I saw people posting about it when it came out. It's a karaoke room collab. You can sing Pass On. You can sing every single Pass On while ordering Foss juice, apparently. Foss fluid sack juice. Okay. But today, or well, it was supposed to be yesterday. Can you rap with Yusuf House? You can. All of the pass-on. Actually, I don't remember if the pass-ons are all in the karaoke system. I feel like I've seen at least a couple of them. Slosh meal googe is true and Kefalin. Yeah, it was this stream was supposed to take place yesterday, but I had a deadline that I had to make, so let's just say I was in dire straits. Let's just say I was in some real dire straits yesterday. But I made my deadline. I managed to make it, so we good, I think. And today we're going to be reading through a couple chapters of Distortion Detective. I don't actually know how much we're gonna get through, because apparently it is quite long. It is quite long, so I'm not sure. We'll definitely not be able to finish the entire thing, but we'll see. And I'm kind of debating whether I should put the should I put the book on screen as well? I have like an EPUB of it. Should I put the text on screen, or do you just want me to read it to you like a bedtime story? do you want me to just read it to you? So we have part 2? Probably, yeah, don't worry. There's gonna... I'm definitely not gonna be able to finish it today. I can put it on screen. Okay. Please, I need this! Okay. Hold on. Let me put the lid on my water bottle so I don't accidentally spill all of my this. Yeah, now that I finished Ruina, I have earned the right to read Distortion Detective. So, here we finally are. Let me see if I can get... where is it? Let me see if I can get my EPUB reader up. Please, I need this. Okay. Yay! Do you want me to put it like... I can crop it. I can crop it and I can put it like... Put it like here, and then I'll move over a bit. At Subway Surfers. Yeah, you know what? I'll also put up a stream of someone doing a mirror dungeon. Some rando doing a mirror dungeon. So it helps with immersion, you know. Light mode. I don't know how to change this to dark mode. Usually all of my other tabs are in dark mode, but I guess this one doesn't have a question mark. Here. I'll put it here, okay? Yeah, I'll put Kamui doing a weird dungeon run up in the side. And chat. You know what? You can stay there. Yeah, you guys can stay there. You stay put, okay? Y'all stay put. Alright. But I'm excited to get into this. I'm actually really excited to get into this. So I already see the pianist. Yeah, books! They made that shit for live and read a reel! I can't... This cannot be. This cannot be. Okay, alright. Are we ready? Do you guys... I chose the time-killing time intervallo BGM for this, because you know it's got the detective theme, right? It has the same detective theme. And I quite like this OST. It's very... I don't know. It feels very like film noir. Like we're like sneaking around the city. Like ooh, I could like puff a cigar right now if I didn't have asthma. You like jazz? Okay. All right. So let's see. Chapter 1. I can see the distortion. And also, I'll try to read through the entire chapter. And then we can pause at the end of the chapter to talk about it, so there won't be too much interruption. Time-killing time is definitely one of the best. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay. Alright. Shall we begin? Let me take a sip of my water first, so my throat isn't dying. Reading my holy weakness. That's why I'm here to do it for you. That's why your streamer is here to do it instead. Okay. Chapter 1. I can see the distortion. Cause, explanation, understanding, and acknowledgement. I can see the distortion, and the distortion can occur to anyone. I don't exactly know who coined the term distortion for the phenomenon, but people just started calling it that at some point. No one knows how it works, but the experience so far suggests that this phenomenon is a manifestation of strong emotional desires and explosive surges of feelings. I'll also lower the music a little bit. The pianist who, or rather which, wreaked havoc on District 9 is known as one of the most notable cases of the distortion. Not many are aware that smaller cases of the distortion are happening here and there across the city even now. Person turning into a fish, and another one's eyes being dyed the hues of the sky are two such examples. The distortion appears to me as visual distortions in a literal sense. Although I can't see them, they aren't tangible. In the case of the person whose upper body gradually turned into that of a fish, I could clearly observe scales growing on their body, yet when I touched their skin, I could only feel the soft sensation of a normal human skin. Hearing this much, one might think the distortion is merely an illusion. Well, that would mean I'm simply delusional and suffering from hallucinations. However, I've taken up this job because that is not the case. I am chasing after the distortion. It's secretive yet explicit, and it proceeds slowly. For example, the fish person I mentioned earlier, who was dubbed the merfolk, underwent gradual changes such as having their eyes protrude, gills appear, and scales grow out of their skin. When their upper body almost completely morphed into a form of a fish, the change physically manifested in a moment's notice. Only then could others see what had become of the merfolk and physically feel the fishy features of their body. The merfolk, case number 5, was originally a villager in District 19's fishing hamlet who was subject to constant abuse. It seemed that they spent most of their time staring into the Great Lake, yearning to escape from their current life. My conclusion is that they desired to be free from their agonies and saw the lake as a getaway, and that strong longing for water ultimately distorted them into the merfolk. Of course, there are many other complicated factors involved, but I'll omit the details since the merfolk is not the main subject of my story. My work is to look out for cases of the distortion and prevent them. In fact, the progress of the distortion varies for each person. Ever since I gained this ability to see omens of the distortion with my eyes, I cannot see a single person who is not distorted in one way or another. Once again, I don't have a deeper understanding of the phenomenon or anything. I simply started seeing it one day and could notice it earlier than others. Since I can see the signs in advance, I do my best to warn people to take preventative measures before it manifests. That is my job. I was hired by a firm that had lost several of its staff to the so-called Ascension incident and sought out the employees whose eyes were filled with the sky's colors. The firm advised them to wear sunglasses. The idea to give them sunglasses so that they couldn't keep the scenery of the sky in their eyes was so outlandish it made me chuckle. The sky no longer being blue for them didn't have much positive impact on their boring lives, but at least they didn't evaporate anymore. They what? The people who used to look up at the sky started looking down instead. Perhaps they still wanted to get closer to the sky by going up to the rooftop. Or maybe they were just one of the many who chose to jump to death. The city isn't too interested in what happens after a case has been solved. All they need to know is if the deaths were understandable or not. I'm not a charity worker, so I don't bother looking into cases of distortion I wasn't asked to investigate either. Case number 13. Balloon people. This case was rather explosive. I titled this case Balloon People because people's heads quite literally expanded like balloons until they went pop. This cold explosion would cover everything within a 10-meter radius with blood and blow to pieces everyone in its range as well. Lovely. A company in Oak Corp's nest finally asked for my help after suffering 5 instances of those balloon people. After some investigation, I found out that all occurrences of this distortion had one thing in common. They all worked in the service industry. To interpret a distortion, you need to combine multiple pieces of evidence. This process consists of 4 steps: cause, explanation, understanding, and acknowledgement. First, investigate the possible causes of the distortion and construct a clear explanation that covers the causal relationship in a convincing manner. Then, make the subject understand why they are going through distortion and have them acknowledge that they could fully distort at this rate. If all of these steps succeed, the case is closed. Distortion is considered solved if the subject regresses to a form that looks human enough to me. Those who became the balloon people used to work in emotionally intense fields, such as delivery carriers, nurses, and call center clerks. Particularly, call center clerks had the largest average explosion radius of 16 meters. Some inquiries revealed that another company had subcontracted all customer service calls to one call center. The clerk's job was to record the claims from clients and send those records to that company. The problem lay in this process. The call center clerks lacked any expertise in the subjects of those complaints, yet they had to endure heaps of insults from their clients, even though there was no use lashing out at them. The clerks were treated like emotional garbage cans, hearing all kinds of abusive language and even threats from clients. I mean, clerks don't deserve rights, so... Service workers are compelled to put on a smile and a cheery voice while being a punching bag for others, having no way to vent out their own distress. Such stress would naturally accumulate over time. This resulted in their heads inflating like balloons, all while they maintained a facade of serenity. They'd end up exploding once their stress reached a breaking point. From that point, my work is simple. I made a list of clerks whose heads appeared inflated to me and sent that to the company. Those clerks then lost their jobs. The company didn't bother investing any time or effort into shrinking their heads. My work often ends before I can enter the stages of understanding and acknowledgement. Simply interpreting the distortion doesn't resolve the fundamental issue. Their stress is bound to explode in one way or another. However, such matters didn't concern my clients much. All they cared about was maintaining this abnormal status quo and evading responsibility for a distortion, not the cause behind it. I suppose the same can be said of me. I can't help but keep thinking that we are all missing something important. I believe I'll be chasing after distortion for a while as every single thing appears distorted to my eyes. Right now, I am looking into a mirror. To my eyes, I'm the only one who doesn't appear distorted. In a world full of distorted people, could the one person who remains unchanged be the distorted one? As I look at all the distorted people, the distorted streets, and this distorted city, I come to think that maybe the whole world is distorted. I can't fathom what would happen once the distortion of this world continues and reaches a critical point. Until then, I'll stay ever vigilant for the distortion. I am the Distortion Detective! Title drop! Yo! Oh my god, is John Distortion Absolute cinema. Okay, so that was an interesting intro. Interesting intro. Seems like the entire thing is going to be from first person in Moses' writing. I find it so fucking funny how, like, they just immediately fired everyone who had an inflated head. Wait, shit, does that mean I'm at risk for firing? 'Cause my head kind of big, low-key, if you look at it. I do got kind of a cabezona. What is this? Some sort of distortion detective? I like the idea that I think to a point, like, or like to a certain degree, it does make sense. Everybody has the potential, the potentiality. Everybody has the potential to distort. It just depends on like how close you are to that threshold. Potential, mega shit. Yeah, we're all potential men. We're all potential man in the bottom of our hearts, in the depths of our hearts. Okay, all right. Shall we move on to chapter 2? Ezra! Oh my god, this is this is reading like a fanfic. I mean, this could just basically be a really long fanfiction. Low-key, I've seen people write fan works like as intricate and developed as this. Okay, alright. Chapter 2. Self-contradiction. Moses and Ezra. You idiot! I quietly murmured, grinding my teeth. Ezra had done it again. I told her numerous times not to ask sensitive questions to the subjects of distortion. Ezra then whispered to me, Detective! Detective! What do we do? Sorry, Chef. My niece isn't very streetwise yet, you see. Oh, you lovely young sprout. What do you mean with detective? Are you seeing stuff again? Poor little thing. So you were just a couple of nut jobs. If you screw up business with folks again, I'm gonna call security! The master chef yelled, although this restaurant was too small and shabby for such luxurious titles. Yes? I'll teach my little gal here to behave. Are you insane? Do you really have to say out loud, wow, the food here is just as disgusting as the sanitation. Who taught you to cook? In a small restaurant that's not seeing too many guests? But it really did taste horrible. You think we're here to enjoy the food? You're supposed to carefully look around for clues. Just cram the food in your mouth before the chef finds it suspicious. This food has got to be the cause of the spirits. I bet the revolting taste drove them crazy and made them wander off. I'm cutting your salary. What? By 25%. What? Detective, please! I took a pipe out of my inner coat pocket. Case may be stuck for the moment, but it should end well somehow. With such optimism, I start smoking. I'm a fixer from District 14, a decently experienced grade 5, currently working for 7, the association specializing in intelligence and investigation operations. I solve mysteries for a living, though most of these unsolved cases are about the distortion anyway. The city still seems to be mostly clueless about the distortion. I simply jumped into this budding niche earlier than others thanks to my cursed talent, seeing people's distortions. So, what did the chef look like to you, detective? Their lower half of their body was that of a snake, and hands were attached on its tails. It had about 7 tails, if I remember correctly. Ugh. How about their upper body? Was it human? Yep, I could see a human in a filthy chef's uniform. Does that mean the distortion has progressed by about half? Maybe it'll manifest in a week or so. It could very well happen tonight, judging from the circumstances. The mouth on one of the tails was salivating and twitching quite intensely. Anyway, we're dealing with a reptilian, right? Let's see. A stigma workshop product could work. You always pick expensive gadgets. The pattern of the distortion has been changing lately. The manifestations are getting faster. No, to be precise, the distortion has started to manifest even while people are unconscious. That's right, their bodies distort in their sleep. This seems to happen with the people who are half distorted from what I can see. A sloppy monster can only cause sloppy trouble. The 𝐶𝐤 Association gave my office a request. people have been disappearing at night inside a certain hotel in the area the association has been safeguarding. Recording was forbidden in the back streets of District 14, so there's no video footage available. The hotel only has 2 entrances, the main gate and the back door through the kitchen. None of the missing guests were seen leaving through the main gate. The hotel wasn't assaulted by a syndicate either, which was obvious considering that the 𝐒𝐲 were in charge of that area. Detective! Maybe something's really up the kitchen? Its chef was the most distorted person around, so it's plausible. The sun sets and night falls. We infiltrated the hotel restaurant. The fairy I spent a fortune on enters the keyhole and opens the door for us. Sometimes, singularities feel much more like monsters than half-baked creatures born from the distortion. Wow! Are they having a party or something? What are they eating? Under a red light, skinless hunks of flesh were sitting around a table, eating something. The only dish on the table was something that looked like a large leather sack. They each grabbed something from the sack and eat it. The putrid smell stings my nose. My mind falters for a moment. Oh, font change. Okay. Turn around. Do not look at the thing they're eating. Don't breathe. This is driving me mad, detective. It looks so cozy in there. Looks like a bedroll. You'll be eaten and turned to manure once you get in that bedroll. ... 𝐒𝐸 was completely entranced. I smacked her in the chest, as quietly as I could. Blech. I gave 𝐒𝐸 a handkerchief so she could cover her nose. Keep it tight. We're heading to the kitchen now. Leaving behind the feast, we crawled towards the kitchen. A long line of people waited in front of it. Those were the people reported to be missing. They enter the kitchen one by one, and then human-shaped flesh hunks walk out, each carrying a leather sack. They bring it to their table and eat from it. Food that bewitches people. Huh. What could they be eating, detective? It's time to find out. Get ready, assistant. 𝐒𝐸 took a 𝐒𝐸 workshop sword out of her bag. I pulled out my smoking pipe. The door leading to the kitchen is wide open. People lining up for their sack pay no attention to us. They're simply mumbling to themselves. We proceed slowly. We're going in. I can hear the sound of kitchenware at work. The chef is busy cooking something, holding multiple cooking utensils, the hands that are on their tails. What could they be cooking? What are they feeding those people with? Detective, people are bowing to the chef to show their heads. The chef is splitting them open and taking something out? Doesn't look like a brain. They aren't extracting the brain itself. Pulling something out of it. Could it be thoughts? How is that possible? That's what distortion is all about. Unseeable things are materialized. That means that they're giving away their thoughts to the chef so the chef can cook them. And the chef also peels their skin to use as the sack. That's pretty wicked. My eyes met the chef's gaze. Hey, you're the insane bunch I saw earlier today. If you want to eat, line up. The taste's gonna be nothing like the stuff you ate before. What are you feeding these people? I'm giving them what they want. I cook thoughts. People these days don't even know what they're thinking, so they need someone else to cook up these thoughts and feed them. You've already killed people. The case of distortion that is capable of murder would be, according to standards our office set up, risk level 3 distortion. Carol, they aren't dead. They're having a feast, don't you see? Ordinary food isn't enough to make people happy anymore. You gotta know who you are and what kind of world you live in to truly savor the flavor. This is almost like a cheap urban myth. You've gone too far. What? Detective! The fleshy things in the restaurant all came in here! You just haven't tried it yet. I'll show you how your thoughts taste. 𝐒𝐸, take them down. 𝐒𝐸 workshop sword emits an orange glow. The wire on its blade heats up. Each time 𝐒𝐸 swings the sword, one of the hunks of flesh falls to the floor. The heated wire leaves beautiful symbols through the sections it slices, a trademark feature of 𝐒𝐸 Workshop's products. The smell of bird meat soon fills the kitchen. A sentient case of distortion that willingly harms others is ultimately subjected to termination. We sometimes encounter distortions that we can't take down on our own, but most of them can still be dealt with in some manner. This kind is especially simple. Have you tried your own cooking then? Self-contradiction. Distortions that damage others while claiming to care for them are bound to face irony. ... So you're feeding others with a dish you haven't even tried yourself? What makes you so confident in its taste, hmm? My cooking has to be tasty! All the customers look sad and sulky even when I served them the most delicious food before. It's because they didn't think for themselves! You can tell if the food is tasty just from a person's face? Someone who doesn't try their own cooking isn't a real chef. Fine! I'll eat it! I'll eat my own food! There we go. That's the spirit of a true chef. Chefs split open their own head. They put their hand into their brain and pulled out something glowy. As soon as the chef was done taking out all the thoughts out, they collapsed onto the floor. Just like that, the chef passed away before they could taste their own thoughts. I mean, what did you think was gonna happen, dude? Detective! I took care of them all! I'm done with my share too. Should we contact the 𝐃𝐸𝐚𝐥 Association now? Yeah, just write up a short report. I don't believe all this fuss about cooking thoughts anyways. I'll go get some sleep first. Got it! Good morning, Detective Moses. You're a bit later than usual today, huh? Oh yeah. Himemiya mentioned! Yeah. The line at Himemiya was long today. Guess everyone wants to check it out since it's the first to open north of the city. Oh, Himemiya. Did you get some for me too? Yeah, got one for you just in case. You like mustard, right? Mustard flavor's great. Ah, the 𝐃𝐸𝐴 sent us the reward just now. That quick? It only took them a day. I bet they scamped the paperwork. Anyway, to sum up this case, it was about an unappreciated cook who wanted to bring joy to the people in their own twisted way. It was a crude story. We've had to deal with distortion on our own a lot more often these days now I think about it. Why are the Wings and the other associations so passive about it? Monsters are actually appearing! Because none of them were noteworthy enough to even be an urban plague. Well, the pianist being the sole exception. Still, shouldn't someone do something about this? It's like a ticking time bomb. I bet a lot more people died to syndicates than to the distortion. By the way, you're not actually gonna cut my salary, are you? That stupid chef's food really was the cause. Try using that good memory for something better. I can hear you! What the next chapter holds. This room is breathing. I can feel its respiration, its beat. No one knows how many people this room has devoured. A dying elderly person stands before me. A lonely old person whose breath is fainter than the room's. Forgotten by others, this aged person has brought and taken in people. As the doddering one faded from everyone's memories, so too did the people they took in. And that was chapter 2. Inconclusive evidence of Hiba's literacy. Even when I'm reading out a book to you motherfuckers. Shake my head. Okay. Anyways. Interesting. I don't know what kind of voice. I think from Canto 9. Ezra's voice was kind of like peppy and upbeat. I can't really do a good low voice, especially if I'm not going to be reading too much, so... I don't know. This just in! Lobotomized VTuber girl can read! We're Genki and Peppy. Yeah, she's so cute! Oversized golden retriever. I love her. She's so cute! I see why Frey likes her so much. Okay. Anyways, I like how they have like little cutscenes. I don't know if you can call it cutscene, like illustrations. I wonder if it's for every chapter. Honestly, they should just make this into a visual novel. Ain't nobody can see that. This shit's tiny. Story CG. On God. On God. I'm surprised no one's made it into a visual novel already. You can find some on the wiki. Probably. Okay, anyways, let's go to the next chapter. It's like in Limbus when they check. Yeah, right? They were drawn by an artist called... Wait, are these official? They look official. They look like the Ruina art style, so that's what I assumed. They are, yeah! Jin said he'll turn Distortion Detective into a game after he's not gonna be done with Limbus until like 10 years later! Bro literally said 10 years of Limbus Company, bro. This is never happening. But yeah, okay. Anyways, Chapter 3! Let's go on. Chapter 3, The Photographer. And I simply remember. A detective office for unsolved cases, located in a 3-story building somewhere in the streets of District 14. It's a mystery how people manage to find their way to my humble office. There's rumors of a haunted alleyway. People who pass by it disappear. How do they disappear exactly? Ezra asked curiously. No one knows who disappeared or how. All we know is that someone disappeared somehow. Thanks, very helpful. Then it's either a memory manipulator or a reality warper. But detective, I thought reality warpers only exist in your theories. This might as well be our opportunity to see one for the first time. What's this all about? It's just our jargon. Where'd they go missing, by the way? Ezra changed the topic before the client could ask further. It's somewhere around the Plaza of Cherished Hopes. That's not too far from here, I assume that says. How did you know that people went missing? Used vehicles and objects were found abandoned in the street, like bicycles and cars. And most of all, the furniture in my attic was sorted as if someone had been living there until today. That means one of your family members has disappeared. Huh? There's only 3 people in my family, and they're all fine. Me, my husband, and my child. We'll see if we investigate it. What if there really was another family member I've forgotten, like you said? And they're dead? And if they're dead? The culprit shall be killed. That's rather stern. Well then, we should start discussing the request fee. Ezra's eyes sparkled as she spoke. I left the financial management of our office to her. She has enough wits to figure out how serious or tough a request will be, so I can trust her to lead negotiations like this. I headed out to the terrace, while Ezra and the client were busy bargaining. I smoked from my pipe, feeling the acrid breeze of the back streets. Still, this air is much cleaner compared to the messy atmosphere during the smoke war. Distorted creatures walk the streets as always. Wondering how long I'll be doing this, I puffed tobacco smoke. Detective! I'm done writing a contract! Client went back to her home. Plaza of Cherished Hopes, was it? Get ready. Yes, Chief! Do I bring the usual gadgets? Ezra asked as she stuffed equipment into her dimensional bag. Sure. I walk along the street with Ezra. Time is 2 p.m. Ta-da! Here we are at the Plaza of Cherished Hopes. What do we do now? Wait till the night falls? This case appears to be a location-type distortion, judging from the client's description. A powerful distortion can affect its surroundings as well, assimilating nearby objects into it. We should look for any distorted buildings. Only you can see those weird buildings, Detective. What can I do? See if there's abandoned bikes around here, maybe. Windows of eyes, apartments floating in the air, doors with teeth, rooms filled with water. There are a lot more distorted buildings than it seems. It'd be quite a sight if they manifest all at once. Now, which building to investigate first? I don't have any specific criteria set in mind. Some deduction and intuition are all it usually takes to figure out. This one is a case of the distortion that devours people whole. The victims are soon forgotten by others. Why were they attracted to that distortion? I need the profiles of the missing people, but if no one knows who disappeared, it'll be difficult to figure out their common traits. Ezra, look for a place around here that provides goods or services for free. Huh? For free? Does that kind of place even exist? Preferably a place where people who don't have a job would go. Looking straight at you, chat. And that is why it's easier to figure it out. The distortions of the city are actually rather simple to understand. Ah, there it is. A place called Lumiere's Soup Kitchen. Is it sponsored by anyone? Nope, it seems to be run by an individual. Lead me there. People who are destined to be forgotten in the city will naturally be attracted to free meals. Isn't this a photo studio? What? It looks like a worn-out tent, though. It's a distortion. Does that really look like a photo studio to you, detective? Mm-hmm. An age studio. So, this is a soup kitchen, right? Yep. The description says they give away free meals to children or the elderly who are too poor to afford anything else. Ooh, sorry, I'm a little stuffy. Do we use the ferry to enter? Huh? Don't you know how expensive it is to recharge the ferry? This is just an ordinary tent camp. All we gotta do is walk in. I asked because I'm seeing a door sealed with a lock. I don't like how you talk back. I'll be cutting off your salary. What? I'm just kidding. Aren't you having too much fun with that? Shakes my heart even if it's a joke. Say, should we wait till night? We can interfere with a distortion that's manifested this much already. What are we waiting for then? Hold on. We shouldn't just barge into a closed-off section of someone else's mind. I walked up to the door and gently knocked on it. Soon enough, the door wasn't locked. Let's get inside. What did you just do? The entrance opened up on its own? I simply showed courtesy. He told me not to use the ferry or anything, so all I could do was knock on the locked door. A photo studio set up inside a wooden building. The whole building exudes the smell of hardwood, and large frames fill up the walls. Wow! It's much bigger on the inside? Now I see why you said it looks like a photo studio, detective. I guess it's visible to you now. Could those photos on the walls be the missing people? Perhaps. Each frame held a picture of corpses, various photographs of dead people. One common feature is that they all died indoors. This room is breathing. I can feel its respiration, its beat. No one knows how many people this room has devoured. A dying elderly person stands before me. A lonely old person whose breath is fainter than the room's. Forgotten by others, this aged person has brought and taken in people. As the doddering one faded from everyone's memories, so too did the people they took in. Not a single person knows them. They were here, dying all alone. This is a place of memorial. A person whose head turned into a camera greeted us from behind. The 4 lenses on their head rotated disorderly, fixing their gaze onto me. Yikes! Surprised, Ezra fell on the floor. I remember each person in their photograph. I take pictures of them and frame them. Who are you? I'm a photographer. I believe I should be the one asking who you two are, in fact. This is Moses, the distortion detective, and I'm the talented sidekick, Ezra! She speaks with confidence, revealing our identity so shamelessly. We are fixers. We actually got a request about recent cases of disappearance. So they do realize that some people have gone missing. What's the point of it all, though? They were already treated like invisible people even before they disappeared. Did you lure them here with free meals to kill them? Ezra questions the person while looking at them with suspicion. No, I didn't. I'm simply remembering the people who are bound to be forgotten, like Mrs. Agnes over there. I take pictures of them so that they can be memorialized in this room. The old person standing before us must be Agnes. She's staring at the pictures hanging on the wall, letting out heavy breaths. There are so many people who die alone. I realized that as I worked, so I want to remember them. What work? Kidnapping people? No, not at all. My work was accompanied by an awful stench. When its neighbors report the smell, I go and retrieve the body. So you were a mortician who usually dealt with people that died lonely deaths. Yes, my work was to look for such bodies in the streets of this from the beginning. I got fired, and Corpse Nest said they don't need a useless undertaker like me. Ah. Wait, huh? Did the stream die for a second? What the heck? We back? Okay, I don't know what happened there. It was all normal on my end. Okay, alright. Well, hopefully didn't lose too much. Anyways, where I leave off. Okay, here. Funerals are for the living, after all. I'd meet the same fate, since I don't have anyone to remember me. For a life to be meaningful, the memories have to be passed on somehow. So we've decided to remember each other. Remember that we existed and lived in this city. You are distorted. What you've been doing is kidnapping people, coming to your tent for free meals, nothing more. You aren't one to decide whether they'll die alone or not. But it's obvious! It's so apparent that they'll all die in their own rooms, abandoned and forgotten by all. We'll remember each other, and we'll be forgotten in peace. We have the right to not be neglected by everyone so ruthlessly. And rob the people who still do remember them of their memories? You just kidnap people who are in the same shoes as you because you yourself were afraid of being forgotten. You took away their chances to be remembered. The lenses on their head start rotating all of a sudden. I dodged to the side as soon as I heard the sound of something starting to run. Snap! I fell on my knees and faltered on the floor. My whole body feels numb and sharp pain strikes my head. Detective! Stay away from the lens! Don't let it take a full picture of you! The sounds of the lens rotating and the film being reloaded can be heard. When it takes a photo of someone, it draws something out from that person. I feel a cute twinge all over my body, as if numerous spikes were stabbing me. I remember a few that inflicted this kind of pain. Ezra! I'm putting up a smoke screen! Yes, Chief! I took out the smoke pipe from my coat and blew it out as hard as possible. Psh! Smoke covers the whole room. Camera flash goes off in random directions with each snap. Detective! What are we gonna do now? Type that shouldn't be allowed to see. I mustn't let it contain us in its sight. What's in your bag today? The usual. Stigma workshop sword, Alice workshop gloves, Cory gloves, Nestor hammer, and... Throw the Cory gloves at me! Got it! Only Ezra can see me through this thick smoke. A pair of sky blue gloves flew across the room. I snatched them right away. I put on the gloves and slammed the wall with my hand. The wall begins to freeze over. I took a deep breath in through my pipe. The smoke that had filled the room is sucked back into the pipe. A shiny wall of ice reveals itself. The lens flashed, taking a picture of its own reflection on the icy wall. The photographer fell down, cracks showing up on its head and lenses. You made others be forgotten because you didn't want to sink into oblivion alone. Perhaps, maybe I was the only one who had completely lost their chance to be remembered, after all. How many people have you locked in here? 57. Can you recover them? Yes, I can. Then your life is spared at least. Bring them back, now. But who will be there to remember me now? We will. Thank you. The photographer's head returned to normal, only a single eye retaining the shape of a lens. The studio regressed to a tent, now full of people. The distortion was solved. We found the missing family member. He's the one, right? The client doesn't look too happy. Oh, yeah. Father's back. No wonder I forgot. Well then, shall we transact the remainder? Ezra counted the money with a smile, while the client and her father headed back looking depressed. No one would welcome the outcome of this request. They'd have much preferred to just forget about the people who eventually made it back. They murmured to themselves about how they wished those people to disappear forever. I heard later that 58 people's worth of smoke quietly billowed out of crematoriums in the back streets of 𝐴𝐴 Corp's deaths one day. And I simply remember Any subscriptions or financial support will be greatly appreciated and allow for more content to be created. I don't think that's part of the original. I don't know. I don't know about you, Chief. Okay, yay! Camera head, yes! Give me toilet mention. Does I mention any weapon from the workshops that Angela's arsenal came from? The only name I recognized was the Alice workshop out of all of them. So, yeah. Moses turns the camera and says, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, in the next chapter, greetings, Dr. Moses. It's been a while. An unwelcome guest visited me, an associate fixer in section 2 of the 7th Sylvan branch, and my former assistant, Heejin. Their eyes are just as arrogant as I remember. Oh, he going to the store. Yeah, I wonder where's Vespa? When are we picking up Vespa? I guess soon. Stigma workshop from Dawn office. Yeah, that's where Philip saw it comes from, right? As well. I get Corey makes eyes. Yeah! The Corey workshop. Okay, also, give me a second. I am going to go to the bathroom real quick. Please do wait. Please wait, Hime. Do you guys need cocoa melon? Do you want cocoa melon? It's been a while since cocoa melon. It's been a while actually. Let's see. Okay. Where's my low cortisol Hime? My low cortisol Hime baby. 1 hour loop. Oh, found it. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna put this on for a sec. There we go. Okay. Alright, we're back. Himemiya returneth. Yippee! Are you guys feeling sufficiently low cortisol? Has your cortisol been sufficiently lowered? Let's go. Okay. Anyways, let's move on to chapter 4. Below 0. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Okay. Alright. Chapter 4. An unwelcome guest. Han Heejin. Greetings, Dr. Moses. It's been a while. An unwelcome guest visited me. An associate fixer in Section 2 of the 7th Southern Branch, and my former assistant, Heejin. Their eyes are just as arrogant as I remember. Must feel good to be playing in the big leagues way above me, doesn't it? Oh, no. Not at all. Hello! Heejin-sanbe! Ezra, you tactless dork. I hope you realize how much they're looking down on us by now. What are you doing here? Heading north all the way up here from the south part of the city? Must be a complete mess down there with 𝐼𝐶𝐽 collapsing. You're sharp as always, Doctor. I'm actually here because of that. What? Look, I'm just too old to get myself involved with wings. The distortion. You can still see it, right? I would close this office otherwise. I wonder how I appear to you then. Snobby prick, always asking questions I'm not comfortable with. Well, your mouth is sewn up, it seems. Perhaps because it's actually going to be zipped up soon enough? I actually can't see their face at all, other than the 2 eyes floating in the air. You haven't changed at all. Don't you need some funds? Do I look like I'm in a financial crisis? And why else would you be doing work as silly as the Distortion detective? I see. It's because you still can't forget about what you did back then. You still regret that, don't you? That's enough! Shut up, Heejin-sanbe! Ezra grabbed Heejin by the collar. The uncanny smile in their eyes still wouldn't go away. Let them speak on. Ezra and I were the only ones to survive your rampage that day. You are essentially responsible for our lives, Doctor. What do you want me to do? Bite my tongue and die? I can't have you die on us so easily. No. You still owe us so much debt. Get to the point. Why did you come here? Why did you come all the way here from the south? I want you to head down there for a while. The Southern Branch is dealing with troubling incidents that are suspected to be cases of the Distortion. We need your ability, Doctor. And please, stop with your shabby attempts to solve your cases. What we want is the Distortion manifesting in its whole. Don't try to restore them, just leave them be until they fully distort. What, is the 7 into human experiments now? I suppose you could put it that way. I reserved 2 warp tickets. Oh, hell no! I reserved 2 warp tickets departing from 𝐸corp's nest in 2 months, so take the train and visit our associate office once that time comes. Is it a request directly aside from the 7 Association? Yes, it's an urban nightmare class. You're free to deny it, of course. You don't care too much about belonging to associations after all. But you might be able to meet a certain person at the end of this request. Leave the tickets here and sod off. I look forward to seeing you, Doctor. Heejin left, once again smirking with their eyes. Ezra, throw some salt out the door or something. You don't have any salt in the office, though. Should I go buy some? You know what? I gotta buy some. I knew this day would come. The office feels like a devastated war zone after that snob swept by. I keep smoking until the evening, fighting the memories of my past. Ezra, bring me a map of the city. Yes, Chief! But we don't have an officially printed map here. One sec, please. I'll try drawing something up. She's passionate in weird areas, and that's what makes her fit to be my assistant. Here! It's done. I made it using Picture Store. You call this a map? Well, it works. That's cute. We live in District 14, which belongs to 𝐼𝐸𝐴𝐻 Nest. Taking a war train is the only feasible way to get to District 11 in 𝐃𝐸𝐴𝐻 Nest. I frankly want nothing to do with the white tie fixers in the south, but at the end of the day, I have no choice but to go. All because I committed an irreversible misdeed. Yeah, so this is the map origin. 2 months later, huh? Agent 𝐃𝐨𝐧𝐬 said that this is related to 𝐿corp, then why aren't we just going straight to District 12 where 𝐿corp used to be? I heard 𝐿corp's nest has already fallen into absolute anarchy. They probably call us to stay in a safe place that's relatively close to it. Warp platform in 𝐿corp's nest likely stopped operating anyways. Detective, are you really gonna drop solving distortions once we get there? Are we just gonna kill them? That's not up to me to decide. It'll depend on the severity of the distortion. But what if we ran into a distortion that could be reversed if we tried? We can think about that later. There's still time, so let's do our work as usual for now. Got it! I'll fetch our next request. What the next chapter holds. Wow! Detective! Is this a distortion too? I can't believe this. It seems it's time to update my information on the distortion phenomenon. Keep it together, detective! We got run for now! And that was chapter 4. So this... Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I want to know what's outside here. What the hell is outside the outskirts, bro? Wait, no, isn't this the outskirts? And this is the forest? Then what the hell is here? Yeah, this seems like it would probably be the Black Forest or something. The outer skirts. City 2. Big trains. So, wait, the warp trains run... That's not supposed to be the warp trains, no? I thought warp trains could go to any location in the city. Like, they have platforms everywhere, right? Not warp trains. What are those, then? That's the other train. Oh, the normal train. We saw it in Kanto. I think at the end cutscene of Ruina, when they're outside the city. The train we have no context for. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Just throw a train there. Oh, why not? Why not? I never knew it was actually like supposed to be Ezra's drawing. That's cute. Also, yeah, it seems like there's more what do you call it? There's more zones in the city that border the lake. It's not just 𝐸corp. We did find some old tracks during... Yeah. Districts. All that beachside property. Oh, God. Okay, anyways. Let's go to... Chapter 5. Chapter 5. Mock exam. The exam has begun. Oh, God. It's been a week since Han-Hee-jin stirred up a storm in my head. There's no point in being ambivalent about going there. I know that I have no other option. What am I agonizing for, then? Detective, this request is about a high school! Ezra spoke in a cheery tone as usual. A school? Was it requested by its faculty or the principal? No. This student here is our client. Hello. My name is Meryl. The girl shyly standing behind Ezra introduced herself. What? One of her legs is composed of numbers. What's your school? I'm not sure if a student from the back streets even has enough money to make a request to our office. Detective! Actually, she's a client. I mean, a student from a private high school inside 𝐼𝐸𝐴𝐻 Nest. A student from a private school in the nest. The allowance these kids regularly get from their parents should be more than enough to pay us. I'm willing to play with these rich kids in their little detective games as long as their quest fee is paid. So what problem does our young client want us to solve? Actually, something strange is happening in our school. An important exam is ahead of us, and everyone's on edge preparing for college admissions. High school students in the nest should aim for universities in the nest as a matter of course. The college scholastic ability test held in most nests every year. This one exam determines a myriad of things. Getting low scores and going to college in the back streets won't do you any good. Entering any college in the nest is pretty much the baseline requirement for joining a wing. I know they had colleges in the back streets, dude. Fuck. Yeah, who would build one there? Strange events happening in the school must be disturbing your studies. And you want us to resolve it, right? It's not just about my grades. My friends got weird. The whole school is weird. The students. And the teachers too? We need you to let us know what kind of strange occurrences are taking place before we can be of any help. I won't go back home at all. Classes won't end! All of the students? Yes, all of them. What about you? Only I could escape. I was in a classroom when I came to my senses. It was past midnight. A teacher was watching us from the front of the class. And all my friends were absorbed in studies, solving problems in workbooks. Aren't parents worried about their children not coming home? Ezra asked, confused by the apparent strangeness. It's soon, CSAT. Soon enough? Our school's average scores for the mock test made the top 10 in our nest. Parents must have been okay with however the school treated their kids as long as their grades were improving. How long has this anomaly been going on? The last thing I remember before I lost myself was 2 months ago. It was the day when the school announced that they're making a scholarship class. They said students with the highest grades would be selected. A distortion that has lasted for 2 months? We should go there and see what's going on ourselves. Ezra, we're heading into the nest. Yes, Chief! I'll get the fixer license and the association certificate. I don't really feel like staying in 𝐼𝐴𝐼𝐴's nest any longer than necessary. A place full of buildings painted in pure white. I'd end up going crazy in no time if I lived there. The squarish 5-story school building is also in white. Through the white gate is a white schoolyard. The school is dead silent. Then something foreign catches my eye. A red number floating on the rooftop of the school. 5. Meryl, what is that number on top of the school building? That shows how many days are left until this year's final mock exam. It's painted in a menacing blood red. But detective, the number is white just like the rest of the school though? It's a distortion. Red liquid drips from a number sign. Oh no, that can't be good. Are there any procedures for us outsiders to take before entering? There are, but I don't think anyone cares right now. When we enter the school building, a noise can be heard. Screech! Screech! What the heck? Whose fucking Discord was that? Son? Oh, wait. Is it playing something it shouldn't be? Oh. My loop finally ended? Sonathan. Okay. Well, awesome. Let me go back here. Let's see. Sunyin. Okay. We all good? Sorry, my bad. Alright. Anyways, where was I? The noise grows louder and more frequent. It hurts my head. What is this grating noise? The sound of students in each class solving problems on worksheets. They press the pencils against paper so hard when they write. I look through the windows of a class designated 1 to 7. Take that in. 40 students had their heads fixed inches above their desks, only their hands moving briskly. What do those students look like to you, detective? Amalgamations of numbers in school uniforms. Yeesh! That means the distortion has progressed by a lot, right? They're pretty much distorted already. What do you mean by distorted? That means the strange events you described are happening in real life. Something showed up from the end of the corridor. It was a moving wall, big enough to blockade the corridor completely. Warning! Warning! Students who do not study will face disciplinary action. Detective, it's a distortion! I can see it too! A formula is written on the wall. A distortion made of math problems. This world is never short of oddities, isn't it? This one seems to be a calculus problem. Aw, hell nah! Ezra, can you solve that problem for us? No. She's so real for that. I didn't bother asking. Counting is the only kind of calculation she's good at. How about you, Meryl? Well, I'm more of a humanities major. Behind us is a dead end. We have to break through anyhow. All we have to do is solve that math problem on the wall. No one is up for it. I guess it's up to me now. I took out my ballpoint pen and wrote down an answer on the approaching wall. Wrong answer! You will attend supplementary lessons! Now! Knew it. The wall pressed against us. So this is how it ends. I should get someone smarter to be my assistant next time. My consciousness fades. When I woke up, I found myself sitting at a desk in the classroom, wearing this school's uniform. Oh my god. Moses in school uniform? Yeah? The students around me are still busy solving problems on the worksheets. How much time has passed? Red number 30 floats at the center of the class. The last one I saw read 5. Does that mean we traveled back to the past? Could this be a case of distortion that can reverse the flow of time? A sudden burst of force pressed my head from behind. My face was slammed right onto the desk. Solve the problems, an oppressive voice ordered me. I skimmed through the worksheet on my desk. Number 17. Blending 3 humans in a mixer generates 10 units of energy. Given these conditions, what is the optimal solution to dismember 2 humans to generate 15 units of energy? Wait, how do you even solve that? If 3 humans only generates 10, 2 humans is only gonna generate like 6.66666 units. The fuck? Okay, number 23. Torisu wants to be an artist. The wing Torisu has to go to does not need any artists. Given these conditions, how many dreams should Torisu kill? Huh? There is a cube composed of minuscule humans. The cube factory must meet a certain quota. That's where they made us go. The cube factory must meet a certain quota each day. An eyeball can be squeezed for a hexagon. When O is the outer center of the left eye, how many right eyes are needed to make a cube with side lengths at 4 meters long? Son. A distorted skull giving out distorted problems. I must constantly print out meaningless problems that'll be solved without any significance. Detective! I have no idea what any of these problems say! Ezra's seat was right next to mine. She's looking at me, her face on the verge of tears. I barely lift my head and look at the number again. 17. So that was in minutes, not days. Let's wait until the exam starts. Just write down random things on the worksheet for now. Got it! A voice could be heard again. You have 10 minutes until the mock exam starts. You must strive to solve as many problems as possible. This is all for the sake of your future. The problems you solve now will be your weapons later in life. The number reached 0. Ding dong, ding dong. Commencing the mock exam. With that announcement, the school crumbled. All that remained were the students on the white plane. Then, a tall staircase rose from the middle of the field. A trophy was placed on top of it. The exam has begun. Ah! Detective! Is this a distortion too? I can't believe this. It seems it's time to update my information on the distortion phenomenon. Keep it together, detective! We gotta run for now! It appears that a massive world of its own can be created when the interests and desires of a large group of people coincide. This is my first time seeing a distortion occur at this scale. Mass distortion. This entire school is distorted. No, it's not the school building itself. Every student in it is distorted. All the students run towards the staircase, trying to climb up it. Some try to nail down the students ahead of them, while others push away the students behind them. Numbers add and subtract each other. They multiply and divide by each other. Decimal points pour out of their bodies. This is a war zone for a very vicious battle. A war where everyone recognizes each other as numbers. No other words are needed. In this scene of numerical violence, they must add to themselves and divide others. The problems they've solved so far become weapons to kill each other. When a student assaults another with numbers, the numbers on the victim's head fall off. The number students won't attack us. Perhaps lowly numbers sitting at the bottom of the staircase like us aren't worth their attention. Hey, fixers! I'm up here! It's Meryl. Her distortion progressed much more in the short span of time we were separated from her. She was already halfway to the top of the stairs. Meryl! You should come back down here! Ezra yelled. Meryl! There's no reason to climb these stairs. This is a war, a gamble, fighting against each other with knowledge and grades on the line. If you don't climb the stairs, you'll be safe from it. No! I'll stay here! We all agree on this to decide who gets to advance in scholarship class! Meryl replied, killing other students. You're taking part in this massacre? I'm already halfway there, though! I can go farther! A 7 struck Meryl's head out of nowhere. 6, 7. The numbers in Meryl's head scattered about as she fell to the floor. Thud, thud, thud. I can hear the sounds of numerous students hitting the floor. Noises of students killing each other. Ezra has turned away from the sight, looking at the floor. I silently continue to watch the staircase. A student with a giant number forehead reached the top of the stairs at last. The exam is over! Knowledge and grades will be redistributed to students based on how high they are on the staircase. The top 20% will be designated as a scholarship class and receive the honor of representing our school. With a flash, the school returned to normal. The students were all in their seats as if nothing had happened. I could see Meryl among them. Meryl, are you alright? Elsa ran towards Meryl to check on her. Meryl gave us a blank stare, muttering meaningless words. She's had everything taken from her. This is absurd! It was a consequence of Meryl's own choice. There's no need for you to feel guilty about it. But... let's just head back. We couldn't solve this distortion. We can't expect to solve every problem in the world. I took out my pipe from its inner coat pocket. Why are distorted people all so irrational? They're all too extreme! They distort because their minds are driven into a corner. That impatience leads to leaps in their logic. 40% of this school's graduates are said to be living in seclusion, having failed to enter any college. However, the scholarship class demonstrated an unprecedented amount of successful admissions to prestigious universities, bringing the school fame and many more inquiries for entrance. The students who have successfully climbed up the stairs, killing each other, will grow into the feathers of the wings. Fluttering those wings, the city soars. Any subscriptions or financial support will be greatly appreciated and allow for more content to be created. Fly perfect wings. So that was chapter 5. That's kind of how the Korean education system is, especially for the final high school exams, the college entrance exams. Those are brutal. Why? Yeah, everything that they're saying here, everything that like Project Moon has been about, is really just one big Korea moment. School fucking sucks. Oh god. Okay. Anyways, what the next chapter holds? Shopping at the workshop district today. That means we also get to eat outside, right? We're not going there for leisure. I know! Our purpose of visit is to request the workshops for equipment and gadgets we need in our office! Yay! Shopping trip! Let's go. The city is just a slightly better version of South Korea. This is factual. Okay. Anyways, let's move on to chapter 6. Smoking pipe. I let out a crimson red breath. Is that the... We have 1 month until we leave for District 11. I've accepted taking Han Hee-jin's offer to be an effective truth at this point, and I imagine it will be a long trip. We might never come back even. We're shopping at the Workshop Boulevard today! That means we also get to eat outside, right? We're not going there for leisure. I know! Our purpose of visit is to request a workshops for the equipment and gadgets we need at our office! Ezra spoke with excitement. This could be our very last chance to shop. I know that too. We gotta leave in a month. You can stay here if you want to. I can't just let you eat all the treats down there by yourself, though. The workshops in the boulevard treat various necessities and supplies, as well as equipment for fixers. Therefore, it's important to pick the right workshops according to your needs. Of course, workshops try to advertise themselves as well. Some become known through word of mouth. Despite how complicated it can be to navigate the products at workshop, I don't expend any effort toward looking for adequate workshop goods myself. My assistant Ezra here is a maniac for workshop products. She seems to have a peculiar tendency to prefer more expensive workshops, but she does a lot of research on various gears and gadgets, and the ones she purchases end up being quite reliable. She's pretty much stuffed her personal collection of gadgets in the dimensional bag by now. Detective! The workshops I frequent are all sold out or out of request slots! I wonder what's up? I don't know. Maybe the finger is out wreaking havoc in some place we haven't seen. So, have you failed to get any of the equipment we wanted? Yepper, I have. We're not gonna get the gadgets in time if I request for them any later. Ezra mumbled. I walked the streets, believing that things will work out anyhow. Detective! Behind us! Yes, a bunch of nuisances are after us. Yeppers. Could they be from a syndicate? Maybe an office of fixers? Or perhaps a wing? Whichever they may belong to, they're all essentially the same. They want to extract information from me. Well, let's have a friendly chat with the fellas following us into streets like this. We need to go deeper into the alleys. We slowly walk through the complex alleyways, intertwined like a maze. Steel doors are lined up on the walls, guarding residences that don't appear to be well maintained. The time is noon. The noise of pedestrians fades away, while the footsteps of our pursuers become louder. We've arrived at the dead end, an empty lot. This is our favorite spot for conversations. An obscure corner in the streets with no witnesses. And even if a witness were to exist, they wouldn't be able to go anywhere from here. Now, what could you be wondering about, friends? So much as to follow us all the way out here. I took out my pipe from its inner coat pocket and held it between my lips. That's a lot of people. I'm seeing around 30 of them. They're all wearing green suits. The distortion doesn't seem too bad. All of them are holding weapons like bats and knives. One in the green fedora walks up and starts speaking. Oh my god, they're all dressed like the Onceler. Are you Moses, the fixer from Cookie Street? Yes, I am, I answered with a smile. We'd like to purchase that long-smoking pipe you're carrying. This was unexpected. Someone already has intel on my pipe? For how much? Ezra asked for how much? Ezra asked with sparkling passion in her eyes. 100 million on. Nay, this thing's worth at least 500 million. There's no way we're negotiating for a price that low. Right, detective? Ezra said in a rather disappointed tone. Not even 500 million on could buy it. This is essentially part of me, you see. I never fathomed the idea of selling it to anyone. I told you about this pipe, by the way. That's unfortunate. We were looking forward to a graceful trade. The one in the fedora walked back and blended into the group. Ezra, can you handle them all on your own? Yes, Chief! Ezra yelled as she put her dimensional bag on the ground. Street combat loadout! In response to Ezra's command, the Nestor hammer flew into her hand as she got equipped with Alice Workshop gloves. A group of 30 people start charging at us all at once. Ezra blocks off the cramped passage to the empty lot by herself as she takes on the gang one by one. Alice Workshop gloves can accelerate the movement of her hands by 5 times the velocity. Activating the gloves, she slings her Nestor hammer, a small, one-handed hammer suited for combat in confined spaces, such as the alleyway we're in right now. The hammer is capable of delivering impact to a large area of the object its head comes into contact with. When the Nestor hammer hits one hoodlum in green with such accelerated force, it punches a wide hole through his chest. She violently swings her other hand to crush the jaw of another ruffian rushing at her. She breaks the bones and smashes the flesh of one mobster at a time. Not even her superior physique could impede all of them from getting through the passage. Most of all, Ezra's not even being serious in the first place.
Please take care of the ones I missed, detective.
I'm cutting your salary.
What?
I let out a crimson red breath. The smoking pipe emitted a scarlet glow before assuming the shape of a sword. I grabbed its handle and prepared to talk. I positioned myself and stabbed the blade into the neck of a thug running at me. With elegance and composure in every step, I punctured a red hole in the body of each gangster coming at me. A strong sense of blood soon filled the alley in the lot. It's the same smoke that she used as a spear in Canto 9, right? Also, yeah, can someone keep track of how many salary cut threats Moses has made? Detective! That fedora guy is trying to run away! Ezra yelled at me, her body covered in blood. I breathed a violent breeze into my pipe. The pipe began flailing around as it elongated. It soon shifted into a whip with purple thorns growing out of it. I lashed out my pipe to snatch the ankle of the person in fedora. They stumbled and fell flat on their face into a pool of blood. Ezra drags the fallen mobster and drops them in front of me. Tell me, who gave you the information about my pipe? I was trying to avoid using it too often so I wouldn't draw unnecessary attention. I'm afraid I cannot say. Ezra, go have some nice heart-to-heart talk with this fellow. Leaving the interrogation to Ezra, I smoked alone in the empty lot. Oh no, this is the alleyway. What? Impossible! Hermit purple! Not so long after, Ezra came back with a person whose face was now mashed pretty badly. Detective! This one seems to have a lock on their brain or something. I can't get them to spill the beans, no matter what I do! I lifted the head of the mobster and took a look at the back of their head. The tiny logo of J Corp is branded on it. Indeed. Indeed. It's locked with singularity. The client must have spent quite a bit of money. Still, there's a way as long as it's not the more expensive type. I exhaled a white puff through the pipe. Smoke coils around the mobster's body. Now, take a deep breath in. They began to tremble as they inhaled the smoke. You're not acting out of your own will anymore. You're obeying my will. The lock will obstruct your thoughts no longer. They slowly began to speak at last.
Yuria! Yuria vision!
I hope we'll meet her soon then. Yuria Atelier wanted to study the mechanisms of that pipe. Said it's okay for us to kill as long as we brought the thing. Ezra's eyes were wide open, shocked by what she just heard. Ezra, do you know anything about Yuria Atelier? Of course! It's a premium workshop only accessible to people with their membership. It's probably one of the top 10 workshops in District 14, I think? The workshop maniac's eyes sparkled as she gave me the explanation. Then why couldn't we join that membership?
Conditions are a bit tricky. I don't think they'll accept us.
They want to study the mechanisms of my smoking pipe, huh? I'm interested in learning how this thing works as well. Do you think that workshop could provide us with the gear we need?
Yeah, you bet!
They will certainly have the skills. Ezra, lead me to this Yuria Atelier. Let's say hello to whoever tried to get us killed and take this slug with us just in case.
Yay! Yuria vision!
Is it Atelier? I feel like Atelier is like the American bastardization.
Atelier? Oh, oui. C'est un atelier. Atelier. Yeah, we're gonna meet Yuria!
I've always seen, like... I've seen her around, but I guess there's a reason why she's not with the LCD, the main gang in Canto 9, I suppose. French? Oui, oui. Okay. Anyways, here is a bunch of trouble. What? But her name's it's the Yuri workshop. We're going to the Yuri workshop. Surely there can't be anything bad there, right? Right? We will see Yuri. Maybe. I mean, she did just say, Ezra did just say it's an N Corp, right? District 12? Was it? Oh, 14, sorry? Maybe. Yo! God damn those hips. God damn those hips. Oh wait, is this like a report? Moses and Ezra. Okay. God damn. Name Moses. Moses. Age 40. Y'all. 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 Damn! Sag hags! Gender female affiliation, so okay, grade 5. 156! Oh my god, she's tiny! Oh my god! Damn. Shoddy like a melody. Specialties: concentration, quick wits, birthday November 30th, likes tobacco, spending time calmly immersed in thought, dislikes whiners, impatient people, noise. That Ezra is all three of those things, girl. What do you mean? Etuda! Oh, she's so cute! Oh, look at her! Oh. And she's 28! Dang. Okay. And she's grade 3! Interesting, interesting. 187 centimeters. Holy height difference. We saw holy age difference and height difference. We saw it when their sprites were next to each other in the recent Kanto. It's cute. Hobbies: collecting workshop weapons, snacking on cookies while the detective isn't looking. Specialties: request fee negotiations, hectic brawling. Birthday January 27th. Likes: expensive and powerful weapons, sweets such as sugary coffee and cakes, small animals, houses, ham and pom-poms, mustard sandwiches. Dislikes: waiting for Moses to finish thinking. It's understandable. Flowers: she's allergic to them. That's so cute! Oh, allergic to flowers. Oh, god damn. I love these sprites. They look like Ruina sprites. Okay. Anyways. Let's go to the next actual chapter. Uriya Atelier. Hey, it kinda rhymes if you pronounce it wrong. Ezra dies instantly against our yeah. Thank God she wasn't there when Fergus happened. Yeah, we can't give her flowers. It's okay, we can get her fake ones. We can get her fake ones. Alright. Anyways. Chapter 7. Uriya Atelier. Behold, your graceful maneuvers and this elegant smoke. Ezra leads the way, carrying the fedora mobster on her shoulder. She seems excited to visit the esteemed workshop she's never gotten to enter before. The mobster with a smashed face tries to negotiate with us. Hey! Don't take me to Uriya, please! She's gonna use me as her test subject! I'm sure of it! Should we really care for the well-being of a crook who tried to kill us? Yeah, just kill me now! I'd rather die here than be brought to that sick bastard. All the more reason to take you to her, then. I answered, smoking from my pipe. Whoa! I used to just take a peek at this place when I walked by, and now we finally get to see what's inside? Is this the place? Seems pretty small for a renowned workshop. A square building, about 3 meters tall, stood by itself at the center of the street. The small letters written on the workshop door read Uriya Atelier. Under that was a kind instruction that read, please knock only if you are part of our membership. I read in the catalog that Rie Atelier is run by one person. I think that's why it's so small. I assume it produces goods only in small quantities then. That's not the case, actually. I heard the workshop values both quality and quantity. That's rather suspicious. But before that, how do we get in here now? I could have 𝐒𝐿 break through a door of this size, but as with most things in the city, you should never judge something by looks alone. The door could very well be armed with some foolhardy security device that melts whoever touches it without authorization. Hey, Fedor, how do I get into this workshop? You gotta have the membership. Well, you have it? Our syndicate took on the job so that we could get it. How did you meet Rie then? Detective! Actually, Rie Atelier chooses its own clients. The workshop sends membership invitations to potential patrons, but we haven't gotten anything yet. What kind of stupid criteria makes this Fedora wearing war ineligible and not us? You tell me! Fedora, go open that door. What? No way! Who knows what kind of security system it might have? How about this then? If you do as I say, I won't hand you over to Rie. You promise? Sure. Fedora walks over to the door. They broke into a cold sweat, hesitating to touch the door, before finally reaching out to the door handle. Nothing happens yet. They turn the handle and slowly pull it. He slowly opened the door. He gently opened the door. I bet he's gonna get vaporized in the next sentence or something. Oh, never mind. Door opens, revealing a staircase leading underground. It seems to go pretty deep down. I knew the workshop couldn't be this small. Wow! Detective, I guess the real workshop is down there. Am I free now? Take the lead. Damn it! We walk downstairs. Tremors can be felt coming from below. My instincts tell me that this is no ordinary quiver. Something is approaching us. Quickly. Detective! What's that? Actually, what is that? A boar? A bear? A giant creature is running towards us. It's a teddy bear! So cute! Oh my god, is it the fucking... the oversized... the teddy bear that squeezes you to death? 𝐒𝐿 gleefully spoke with a twinkle in her eyes. What it's about to do to us doesn't seem very cute. The giant teddy bear charges us on all fours. Is that a part of this workshop security system? Curious. Perhaps it's... 𝐒𝐿! Stop that thing! Yes! The teddy bear swung its paw at the Fedora mobster in front of us, removing the upper half of their body in one clean swipe. Well, I mean, we were totally gonna let you go after this. Like, I promise, dude. I swear. Spicy fist mode! 𝐒𝐿 equipped mere workshop gauntlets on her both hands. Dome! The impact of 𝐒𝐿 clashing with the teddy bear sent a shockwave through the basement. 𝐒𝐿's body is augmented through an expensive and unusual procedure. I must say, that teddy bear is impressive in its own right for enduring her sheer strength. With a shout, 𝐒𝐿 pushed the bear away and activated her gauntlets. 𝐃𝐸 singularity is applied to Mirror Workshop's gauntlets. The weight of the sphere embedded in the center of the gauntlets can be freely controlled. Oh! Is that the old 𝐃𝐸 one though? Gravity? Loki, I kind of forgot. 𝐒𝐿 raised the weight of her gauntlets and punched the rushing teddy bear in the head. With a loud noise, cotton stuffing burst into the air. Oh, new 𝐃𝐸 is the gravity one. Okay. 𝐒𝐿's fist ripped a large hole in the teddy bear's head. She continued to pummel the bear with both her hands, punching even more holes in the teddy bear's body. Cotton stuffing exits the bear and fills the air with each hit, until the bear was torn beyond recognition. I did a good job, right? 𝐒𝐿 spoke triumphantly. You did indeed. The fact the teddy bear had nothing but cotton inside of it still bothered me. Going further down, we arrived at a large corridor, and what awaited there caught us by surprise. This place is a real piece of work. No wonder we couldn't be invited to that membership. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this much. This whole workshop is a distortion. Teddy bears of various sizes are moving diligently. This place is like an automated factory. Whoever is running this factory should be avoiding us if they know anything about the work we do. They're using the Distortion to operate the workshop, so they obviously wouldn't want it to be solved.
You're so cute, though!
For you, maybe. At least you have to strike defendos the teddy bears if they try to kill you. Walking past the industriously working teddy bears, we reach the end of the corridor. A big workbench is placed there. Other than its enormous size and the use of too many vibrant colors, it appears to be a regular workbench. And someone is standing there, as if she was waiting for us the whole time.
Oh my gosh, Yuria!
Ezra hopped up and down in excitement. She then took something out of her bag and approached Yuria with a loafing stride. What is she trying to do?
Autograph this book here, please!
Ezra pleaded, bowing her head.
I've been collecting autographs of workshop meisters in this book, you see?
Yuria approached me, paying absolutely no attention to Ezra.
You must be Moses. I was eagerly waiting for you. And your pipe, too.
Yuria spoke in a youthful voice, a clear and bright voice. The gleam in her eyes was different from Ezra's.
There's plenty of workshop equipment that can change form, but that pipe of yours is fundamentally different. I'm sure you're aware of it. It even modifies one's physical makeup without any surgeries or procedures. When did you get that pipe? How did you learn to use it? I've been looking for such an object for so long.
I know, right? Detective Smoking Pipe is so mysterious, right? Ezra chimed in, quickly shoving her booklet back into the bag with her face turning red. How distracting. I never quite expected the talented Meister to be such an arrogant chatterbox. She is not the kind of person I want to be entangled with. You know that— Yo! Red Mist mentioned! Gamma mentioned! You know the Red Mist?
Huh. You know the Red Mist? The legendary fixer?
Yeah, I met her a couple of times.
The Red Mist's fabled tales of heroics weren't born out of nothing. The weapons she used to brandish and the clothing she used to wear were actually the same sort of equipment as the smoking pipe you're using.
Yuria paused for a moment. Oh, it's ego then, right? I guess they wouldn't know that.
I'm sure you can feel it too. Maybe vaguely. That smoking pipe resonates with your emotions.
She's right. This pipe is nowhere as simple as the likes of a mechanical arm that moves according to command. It resonates with my feelings. It's as if the pipe is part of me.
I've been running this workshop not just to earn cash, but to gather information from the area around me. All the places I've been to before were busts. But look at this.
Bzzz. A video starts playing from the screen behind Yuria. It's footage of us fighting syndicate gangs in the empty lot earlier today. Astonished, Ezra covered her mouth with her hands. Recorded footage? You had the audacity to break the taboo of District 14? Are young people these days all bold and brash like you? Yuria went on without care for our reactions.
Behold, your graceful maneuvers and this elegant smoke. I'm about to fall in love. My expectations were right. Moses, you're the one I've been looking for.
Scratch that and just tell me, do you know how my pipe works or not?
No, I don't. Not yet, anyways. No, I can try to study it now. Perhaps I could even improve it into something greater. If we work together, of course.
She is a nuisance for sure, but I need to learn more. I must know more about this power given to me. So, how are you going to try studying it?
By looking into your mind. I'll need to know you. It takes time to get to know each other. How's this sound, Moses? Are you prepared to show me your heart?
Detective! Do you really trust her? I mean, she sounds so suspicious! Ezra yelled in panic.
Moses, you're going to trust me no matter what. I know you can see it.
Right. What can I do for you then? I answered softly. Detective! Ezra was desperate to make me reconsider. Yuria slowly walked towards me and whispered into my ears.
I'll be your assistant. I want to watch you from up close. I'll make gear and equipment just for you. I want to be of help to you. Also, you can open up your heart to me.
Rie smiled. I put my hand on my forehead for a moment. This reminds me of some unpleasant memories of the past. I remember meeting someone just like her. I had no other option then, and I have no other option now. The lifeline that descends upon me when there's no way out. The rope I must hold on to. These are the only kind of opportunities that ever come to me. Ezra, we're going back to the office.
Yes, Chief!
With Rie. Empty a storage room for her.
What?!
Rie followed right behind me. All it took Ezra a moment to get moving. The storage room in our office was remodeled into Rie's personal space. She promised to make equipment for us under one condition, that we take her with us whenever we set off to solve cases.
Detective, it's so weird. Why aren't you solving her distortion? She broke the taboo of this district too.
Ezra complained as she stuffed 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿's mayonnaise-flavored sandwich in her mouth. I'm simply making use of Rie's strengths. And I have you to count on, so don't worry. I soothed Ezra. I imagine she's going to be sulky for a while. I, Moses, have no trust in other human beings. I do not trust the words of Rie, a stranger. I simply trust my eyes. She is not distorted. I do not see any distortion from Rie. Things are getting interesting. If she doesn't have a distortion, then what is she? A stranger. Wait, some kind of stranger? Yeah, maybe she's already manifested. And remember, kids, say no to Carbon. You can always say no. Okay, let's go to the next. Taeyong Produce Company. If this problem isn't fixed in time, I'm gonna get fired and all of my subordinates will get sacked. 3 people sat around the dining table for 2. It's early in the morning and Ezra is already glaring at Rie. She must be irked by this lone intruder that popped into her ordinary life. She's mad. She's mad that she can't have Sesbi and Lex time anymore with the hag.
It's curious how you can stare at me for 30 minutes straight, all while having breakfast. Wouldn't you agree, Detective?
Rie spoke with a smile.
You small little thing! Detective Moses. It looks like Ezra is mocking us for our height. That's not...
Noises. My head is ringing. The rice is well cooked, and yet I'm losing my appetite thanks to the noisy ruckus those 2 are causing. This has been going on for a week. I'd hate to have to deal with this every morning for the rest of my life. Quiet!
Owie!
They yelped as I kicked them in the shin. Would you 2 keep it down while we're eating at the very least? Ezra and Rie nodded. My appetite is finally restored in the fresh serenity. I place a quail egg boiled in soy sauce on warm rice and eat it. Food we bought from Rand's side dish stall, a grocery store that recently opened up near our office, turned out to taste good. I should visit them more often. After finishing the meal, I head out to the terrace to smoke as per my daily routine. Yeah, damn, she kicked them using shin? That's gonna hurt! Ezra, do the dishes.
Yes, Chief.
Listening to the sound of Ezra washing dishes, I puff out tobacco smoke and look below. Distorted creatures are heading to the store workplaces as usual. The scenery of the street will forever be the same. Rie, is the gear all finished?
Sure thing. 11 pieces in total, right, Detective Moses?
11 pieces of equipment in 1 week. That's quite impressive. Besides, the gear was commissioned by Ezra, not me. Likely, she must have asked for complex and elaborate gadgets to spite her. Their quality is yet to be demonstrated, but the production speed is certainly on the level of a Meister. Ezra, is that the correct amount? Ezra stops cleaning up dishes for a moment and nods while staring at the plate she's holding.
It seems like the two won't even properly talk to each other anytime soon.
If you keep refusing to cooperate with each other, I'm cutting your salaries, you two. Add that to the counter.
I don't mind that, though. I'm not working here for money, after all.
Yuri responds nonchalantly.
I don't mind that either! Detective! You don't have to pay me at all this month!
I can't believe Ezra goes so far as to say that. These two make such a childish pair. I place my hand on my forehead. I don't care what the hell you do with each other. Just don't let your little feud? Foid? You stupid Foid! I think it's feud.
Your little feud disturb our work.
Yes.
Got it.
We haven't had any noteworthy requests since we took in Uriah. They were all trivial matters where I didn't have to use my pipe, and most of them weren't even cases of distortion at all. I expected Uriah to be disappointed by this uneventfulness, but she seems hardly bothered. I went downstairs with my pipe still in my mouth and rummaged through the request box. An envelope happened to be waiting for me. I tore it open and read the paper inside. This case smells like a big one. The three of us walked the street together.
Do you get requests from companies too?
Uriah asked. Companies in the back streets are our most frequent clients, in fact. They love to simply pass the burden of dealing with troublesome incidents onto the offices that specialize in solving them. I answered, holding my pipe between my teeth. Ezra is following us a few steps behind in silence. I suppose I should try to humor her today. We arrived at the company building. It's a rather large enterprise that occupies the entirety of a 10-story building. Perhaps it's a subcontractor of a wing. Ezra and I presented our fixer IDs as well as a letter of request to the lobby, while Uriah showed her workshop union certificate. We received a visitor's pass each and wore them around our necks. The security guard waiting at the elevator confirmed the passes and asked for a destination. Floor 8. Giving a brief answer, we took the elevator up to the floor written in the letter of request. When the elevator doors opened on the 8th floor, someone greeted us.
Hello, dear fixers. I've been waiting for you. Here's my business card.
The card introduced them as 𝐃𝐨𝐧𝐚, section manager of 𝐃𝐨𝐽 Produce Code. I've requested 3 offices about this matter so far, but none of them could resolve it. If this problem isn't fixed in time, I'm gonna get fired, and all of my subordinates got sacked too!
You don't have to worry anymore. Detective Moses over here will elegantly take care of the case for you.
Uriah intervened, while Ezra still remained quiet. Greetings. I'm Moses from Moses' office, handling mysteries and unsolved cases. May I ask who recommended our office to you?
The Abe office recommended you to us. He said Moses' office should be the perfect fit for this kind of case.
Abe office? That must be where 𝐃𝐨𝐽 is. Kid likes to complain, but they subtly care for us quite a bit. Who is 𝐃𝐨𝐽?
Hakaze 𝐃𝐨𝐽 from Ensemble Stars?
Let's get right to the point. Where are the people suffering from the symptoms you described in the letter of request?
Those employees are actually in the sleeping chamber on the 4th floor, the 4th basement floor, not up here.
A sleeping chamber? What is a sleeping chamber doing in a company? Uriah asked curiously.
That means that this is a corrupt company that forces its employees to work overtime so often they don't get any time to go back home for sleep.
Ezra replied in a plain tone. Oh my.
Well, it's not just us, you see. Most firms do the same these days.
Manager Kong appeared rather perplexed by what Ezra said. Please lead the way then.
Of course, this way please.
We got back in the elevator. Manager Kong tagged their security keycard on the elevator's control panel, revealing a set of buttons that led to basement floors. This company building goes as deep as 15 floors on the ground. One could very well run into some hidden ruins at this depth. What kind of produce company goes so deep underground? Ezra asked. I'm afraid I can't answer that much in detail. You can just think of the underground space as a warehouse. Manager Kong answered as they pressed the button to the 4th basement floor. With a jingle, the elevator arrived at its destination. We were met with complete darkness when we stepped out.
Hi, why is it so dark in here? Because it's where people sleep, duh!
𝐒𝐴zra answered Yuria's question again. Manager Kong groped along the wall looking for a light switch, and soon enough, orange light bulbs on the ceiling lit up, one row at a time. Flick, flick, flick. More people could be seen with each set of light bulbs lit. Numerous people were lying on the floor, arranged in an orderly manner. As you can see here, these employees won't wake up at all. Not waking from their dreams, huh? A dream ending? What kind of dreams could they be having to make faces like this? 𝐿 said, tilting her head to the side. They seem to have escaped into their dreams.
We should have a look at their recent work records.
Yuria spoke with a smile. Yeah, I thought so too. I said in agreement. 𝐿 groaned. Oh dear, and I was trying to appease 𝐿 for a while now. That's not all, actually. What the fuck is this?
All
the people lying on the floor opened their eyes and began chanting unintelligible words in unison. The wide underground floor was soon filled with the voices of the many. 𝐿 freaked out. I think there was some sort of message hidden in what they just uttered. Yuria spoke with her eyes closed, focusing on the sound. The voices once again echoed through the floor. Manager, we'd like to check their work records for the past month. I turned around as I spoke to Manager Kong, who I expected to be right behind us. 𝐃𝐨𝐧𝐚𝐭𝐢𝐴 was instead inside the elevator. Oh, this fucking bitch. Ka-ching! A steel gate then blocked entry to the elevator.
My apologies, fixers. I'm sure you people are capable enough to handle this, right?
The elevator doors began sliding. Tell me, what happened to 𝐃𝐽 from 𝐒𝐚 office?
You'll be able to find out soon enough.
I hope you can survive this hell. The elevator doors were closed completely. God is good. The light bulbs on the ceiling flickered. Every time the light bulbs flickered, hundreds of eyes still lying on the floor could be seen gazing at us. Zzz. Blink. Zzz. Blink. Zzz. Blink. Zzz. Blink. Blink. Jesus Christ. Okay. Man.
Don't trust no one in the city. And trust nobody in this goddamn city.
Goddamn. Yeah, who the fuck is 𝐃𝐽? I mean, again, I guess we'll find out in a bit. Let's see what this dream ending is gonna be like.
Next chapter's called Crimson Point. This is promising.
Alright, you ready to get red misted? You ready to get red misted? Anyways, donut. Chapter 9, Crimson Point. Every atrocious moment of the past throughout my life swirls around me. Detective! I'm so hopeless with this kind of stuff. 𝐿 took cover behind me, speaking in a faint, squeaky voice. She's not helping, I suppose. Shall we start out by looking for an exit, detective? She still has the nerve to take jabs at 𝐿 in times like this. I must wonder if she ever gets tired of it.
Do you have night vision goggles or something of the sort?
Oh, right! There's a few in my dimensional bag. I'm the one who crafted the glasses, though. Well, I planned out the functions for them. I'll commend you both, so hand me the damn glasses already. They're so cute. 𝐿 rummaged through her dimensional bag and took out 3 pairs of eyeglasses, handing a pair to each of us. The temples of the glasses are decorated with ribbons. Typical Northern workshop fashion. They really have to adorn everything they make with such ornaments. Putting on the eyeglasses, I could gain a clear vision of the chamber as if it were brightly lit by the sun. Even with the light bulbs on the ceiling blinking frantically, the glasses automatically compensate for the rapid changes in brightness, allowing me to see things in a constant degree of brightness. That's actually really cool. Quite impressive. I would have had to rely on a lighter to barely see things right in front of us in the old days of just Ezra and I working together. Certainly is convenient to have a Meister working for our office.
Detective, what do we do if they all start jumping us? Jumping at us, sorry.
Ezra worriedly asked. I'm pondering on what to do as well. Looking around, I can count 108 employees here in total. They're all blinking at the same time, chanting the same words. What does this mean? For what purpose? Perhaps. It seems as if the minds of these people are linked together.
Detective! Over there!
Ezra pointed towards a mashed pile of flesh lying in a corner of the sleeping chamber. There were several of them around the chamber, in fact. I can see at least 8 of them, all created at different times. We approach a pile that appears to be the most recent. It's a dead body, as I suspected. A corpse that was crushed brutally. Something in this room smashed people. They were thrown with tremendous force. It's been at least 33 hours since this blood was spilt, judging from its state. This body seems to have suffered heavy external damage. Yuria said as she observed the pile of flesh with a magnifying glass.
Also, that's who 𝐃𝐽 is!
Holy shit, reading peak, we are. 𝐃𝐽. This sword belonged to 𝐃𝐽. That means our opponent has enough physical strength to pound a grade 4 fixer to a pulp. The rest of the lumps of flesh nearby are likely what became of the other fixers from the office. There is nothing in our sight that appears to be the culprit, however. The only other things in this space are 108 sleeping employees of a produce company still wearing their suits, and the 3 of us.
Detective, how did those employees appear to your eyes?
Ezra asks. Well, obviously they all have different forms of distortions. No, something is different. The employees did have distortions of their own, but without any common traits to be found, much like those I see in the streets. Yet, their distortions are beginning to disappear. The one whose face was missing regains their face. The one whose right arm was scorched has their arm restored. Cylindrical objects are being removed from another person. The distortions were all gathering to a certain spot. I looked towards the point where all distortions were converging. Smoke billowed from what appeared to be an altar. Then their chant must be some kind of code and a ritual to summon something. Smoke gradually condenses into a certain shape. Should we kill all the employees sleeping here? We don't even know what may manifest from all that smoke. It's hard to judge something we know nothing about. I don't get a good feeling about this. It could turn out to be a favorable phenomenon. It could be an opportunity. At the same time, it's just as likely to be something that could kill us all. I cannot make any judgment on this phenomenon that I'm experiencing for the first time. Should I kill 108 people at my own discretion based on an uncertain possibility? The lives of Ezra and Yuria depend on my decision. My thoughts accelerate. Ezra and Yuria are saying something to me. Damn it, I know. I should come up with something. If I were to use my white breath, could I control more than 100 people at once? I've never tried something of that scale yet. However, I'll only end up ruining myself even in the worst case scenario. Yes, this is the most plausible option I have. Having made up my mind, I opened my eyes. The floor under each employee opened up, storing them in the space below. It was as if they were being used as batteries of the mind. It's too late. Only the 3 of us remain in the 100 pyong space. Until we notice something standing before us. At least 3 meters in body size, 6 arms, massive muscles that look like they could burst at any moment, a skeleton head, blue flames spreading from its gaping mouth, red eyes staring at me. The shape was complete. The creature assumes bizarre pose. This is a completely hostile entity. Instinctual fear overwhelms us. Yuria grabbed my sleeves tight. Ezra's eyes changed. Ezra? What we're about to face is something completely different from anything dealt with before.
Yes, detective! Sans. Ezra puts her dimensional bag on the floor.
Rie, observe me to your heart's content.
Of course I will.
I held my pipe between my lips, closed my eyes, and began breathing in. This distortion has the same scent as the pianist. A distortion dedicated to slaughtering people. One moment of carelessness means death. Yet, I'm beginning to feel excited. I suppose this old habit will die hard.
All-out assault mode! Mark 3!
Ezra's dimensional bag emitted an orange glow as she shouted. Ezra armed herself with exoskeletons of various shapes all over her body. Ezra's big, bulky body was made even bigger, her size now comparable to that beast we're facing. I noticed that the exoskeletons she's wearing don't exactly appear to be the ones I saw her use before. These must be Yuria's work, although it seems that Ezra found the time to stipple them with stickers like she does with everything else she owns. Aww.
When did you plaster my gear with silly stickers like that?
Yuria complained as expected.
It looks like we're about to die. Don't look back and just run. I'm sure you can fix that elevator somehow. I'll earn you enough time.
Ezra spoke in a calm tone.
What are you talking about?
Yuria dropped her usual impudence. Sigh. I placed my hand on my forehead. Stop jinxing us, you two. We're all making it back alive. Dom. With a thunderous kick against the floor, the giant leaped at me. Its skeletal head came in right in front of me in the blink of an eye, one of its arms winding up for a punch. A clean hit from that fist could turn me into pulp. I stood still and closed my eyes. Bang! Ezra cut immediately and sent the skeleton giant flying as quickly as it had approached me.
I don't let you lay so much as a finger on the detective!
Shh! Crashing into the wall, the giant soon jumped out and threw its fist at Ezra. Bang! Ezra held her arms high and deployed a powered shield to block its attack. My hair and coat flooded from the blast of air created from its impact. That skeletal giant is a purely physical being. I doubt psychological attacks will have any effect on it. I could try restricting its movement to assist Ezra. But even if I did, can she deliver the finishing blow to that monster? I doubt that either. Ezra, protect me with all your strength!
Yes, Chief!
Ezra responded loud and clear. I inhaled a crimson red breath. Let's go! Yuria style rotary drill! 3 drills emerged from the exoskeleton on Ezra's right arm as she thrust at the skeleton beast's body. They struggled to penetrate the giant's hard skin, throwing up sparks in all directions. Giant uses 2 of its arms to grab Ezra's right arm and pushes her away, while charging up strength with the other 4. Ezra continues to strike the giant's waist with her left arm. Boom! 4 straight punches land on Ezra at once. The sheer strength of the giant's forearms knocks Ezra across the chamber and into the wall. I inhaled a crimson red breath.
You dummy! Use the axe!
Yuria yelled urgently.
Yuria-style axe!
Ezra pulled a long pole from her back, which turned into a 2-handed battle axe of enormous size.
I never thought this stupidly large axe would actually see use.
Yuria mumbled. I inhaled a crimson red breath. Ezra charged at the giant with the axe in her hands. At the same time, the Colossus lifts its right arms and lunges at her. 3 muscular arms of the giant flung into the air, cleaved clean by the axe.
It's an axe sharpened by my teddies in my workshop for 4 whole days. I bet it cuts better than hyper-oscillation blades, huh? It really does!
Ezra's eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. I inhaled a crimson red breath.
Watch out!
Yuria gave Ezra a warning. The cleaved right arms morphed into sharp stakes and wedged into Ezra's flesh. Ezra swings her axe up, chopping off the arm stakes still stuck in her body. Ezra then proceeded to kick the giant right away and swung her axe at the giant's body this time.
Kang! Ezra, the edge is all worn down now.
Ezra threw the frayed axe onto the ground. I inhaled a crimson red breath. Girl, how many crimson red breaths are you gonna inhale?
Ezra and the giant engage in a brutal scuffle. The titan ruthlessly pummels Ezra with its 3 remaining arms and its legs, crushing her exoskeletons bit by bit. Blood gushes out from the stake stuck in her body. Detective Moses, please! Yuria cried at me. I inhale the crimson red breath. I do not stop inhaling. No, Moses, holding it in doesn't do anything! I close my eyes and sink into my inner world. Every atrocious moment of the past throughout my life swirls around me. Memories of violence I never want to recall. Blood, scars, corpses, pain, war, carnage. I concentrate all of that malice into a single point. Good work, Ezra. The smoking pipe became a scarlet core cylinder in my hand. I aimed a cylindrical shape at the oversized skeleton. Crimson point. She's doing the thing! I stabbed the cylinder into the giant. The cylinder expanded by about 5 meters, erasing the creature's upper body. It bored a hole through the giant's body, a hole created from physical force. Yet the origin of that force was neither external nor internal. What was once there simply vanished. My body was shaking. My eyes were bloodshot, and my mind was swarmed with destructive impulses. I must maintain reason. I coughed out a thick clot of blood. Then, I felt a familiar embrace. Now hold on, what do you mean by familiar? Sounds a little fruity to me.
It's alright, detective. It's over now.
Ezra hugged me, her body soaked in blood.
Rie was sitting next to me, sitting on the floor crying.
And I could come back to myself. You all did well. I stood back up and adjusted my coat. It's about time we figured out just what's going on in this damn company. I put my pipe in my mouth. Yo! Now I kind of want to watch the cutscene for that part again. Hold on. Hold on. Let me, no, not this. Let me search it up. Moses Crimson Point. What is this? I mean, I kind of just wanted the cutscene, but sure, I'll watch it. Sure. Sure. Wait, let me uncrop this. Hey. Hey, man. No, that's not what... Hey, man. What? Oh, here. Okay. Imaginary technique, Crimson Point. All right, let's see this. Let's see this. Son? Lore accurate. Hollow purple. Oh. Good shit. Good shit. Wait, okay, now I want to watch the actual cutscene. Here. Here it is. Oh. 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 Just like Toji for you. Pure aura. Let's go. God damn. Okay. Anyways, back to this. Oh, wait, it's a little loud. Oh, it's the end of the chapter anyway. Okay, yay! Wait, I want to see the report. I want to see the report.
Just how scary Matthias was to dodge one and tank the right. Like he was still standing until Vespa came in with the final hit. Oh! Oh my god, she's so cute! She's so cute! I've seen her in like fan art before, but I've never seen the sprite for her. I've never seen the official sprite for her. Oh my god, she's so cute! What the heck? I kind of forgot how big my model was as well. I think it was like around here. Oh, and she's 21! Okay, wow. She's a baby! Affiliation, question mark, Grey Meister. Okay, well, she's not even that short! I thought she'd be, like, tiny. What the heck? 0.9%. 21! Okay, 172 centimeters. Having tea parties with her teddy bears is what she claims, although they essentially appear to be brainstorming sessions for weapon ideas. Specialty is crafting quality equipment at high speed. Birthday, July 15th. Likes, teddy bears, bitter brew coffee, collecting unique adhesive plasters. Band-aids. Dislikes, things that get in her way, cherry cupcakes, coffee with syrup. Hey, man! Okay, you know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I like this OST too. Coffee with syrup or sugar. Yo. Okay. Wait, that's a guy? Oh shit, I was about to say, oh my god, we got a baddie. We got a baddie. That's a guy? Oh my god. Damn. Okay, gender veil, grade 2. Oh, grade 2. 6, 7. Hobbies. I would really say he has any. The only thing he did whenever I saw him was work that's put. Okay, 37 is not unk status. 37 is not unk yet. It's like nearing unk. And also, he does not look 37. I need to know his skincare routine. My god. He's short. Yeah, he's shorter than Yuria. Oh. Okay, quick, blah blah blah. Likes tiness, sweet coffee with about 3 sugar cubes. Dislikes appear. Okay, interesting. Why don't they give us the full body? Or that's probably because I guess he's not really gonna matter too much. But oh my god, so cute! I hope we get to see Yuria in either Canto 10 or the next Intervallo. Considering the next Intervallo is supposed to be LCD focused, right? Like they're coming with us to Ancorp, so hopefully we get to see her. Oh, she's so cute! Oh, tiny girl with a big ass hammer. True. And look, she put ribbons on it too. That's so cute. I think the ID will be... I mean, we haven't gotten IDs of, like, the LCD members. So, probably not. With the exception of Engdu. But Engdu is, like, you know, an exception. Who knows? I guess we'll see what kind of new characters they introduce. Her bear is in Moses' LCD ID photo. Is it? Is it? Myself and Vespa. I mean, don't they have the tradition of giving like the next character to have a canto? Like they give them an ID before their canto. I don't think they'll do a Vespa ID yet. I don't know. We'll see. She's not with LCD, unfortunately. She's been probably. I guess we'll find out by the end of Distortion Detective, but hopefully we at least get to see her as a cameo or something. Oh, she's so cute. I love her dress. Okay. Anyways, I think I'm probably gonna wrap up around here because my throat is starting to hurt. I won't lie. My throat is starting to hurt a little. I think we made good progress. This is really fun. I did not expect it to be in first person for some reason. I don't know. I thought it'd be narrated like. I actually didn't even know it was a book. I thought it was like a comic. I always thought it was a comic. So when I found out it was an actual book, I was like, interesting. It's a lot of fun. It is! I loved their dynamics so far. They're so cute. Moses PTSD, true. I love their dynamic. And I can't wait to see what it's gonna be like when Vespa joins as well. Will you be reading Leviathan? Yes, I will! I will be doing a live read-along of Leviathan as well. Of course we have to. We have to. Wonderlab was the only full comic. Yeah. I heard they're still figuring out, like, the legal rights to that. Or, like, something's still happening on that front. I don't know. But yeah. Thanks for thank you for coming! Thank you! Yeah, it's not canon anymore, but oh well. There's a fan-made comic by someone of Distortion Detective? Like, the whole thing? Seems like there's a lot. I'm, like, scrolling down. There's, like, 40-something chapters. PM1? WPM? W Project Moving? Okay. Anyways, let me see. Is there anyone streaming? I haven't heard anything about the rights dispute for a year. I heard it was still going. Like, as recently as like a month ago. Alright, thank you for stream. Thank you for coming! Let's continue this. Let's continue this and get through the rest of it. This is really fun. Let's see. Okay, Ebby's streaming. I'll send you guys over to Ebby. Okay. Alright, raiding into Ebby. She's playing Arc Knight. She's arcing her knight. And I will see you tomorrow. Or, well, for Americans, later today. I'll see you guys later. I have a very, very special, exciting announcement. So, I love it if you guys all came to check it out. It's very, very, very cool. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.